It's the Valley's most detailed weather forecast. We call it Weather for Weather Geeks. This is the edition for Thursday evening, May the 25th. We have a week left in the month of May. This is going to be the final weather for Weather Geeks until Tuesday, as I have a 4-day weekend tomorrow through Memorial Day. I was talking to Derek and Leslie earlier on. I haven't taken a vacation day since Christmas. Now, I've been off for a couple of other reasons here and there, but they weren't vacation days. I haven't taken a vacation day in like 5 months, so I'm looking forward to a 4-day weekend. Our weather over the weekend will be touch and go, and we're going to talk about that in this video. But first, let's do a little review of precipitation so far in the month of May. Now, we've had measurable rain for, let's see, that's 6 of the last 7 days? Yeah, 6 of the last 7 days, including 3/4 of an inch since midnight at the airport. We had a pretty good soaker out there earlier on this morning before everything became a little more scattered. The month started very wet. We had some dry intervals during the second and third week of the month, but we're back to the wet stuff this week, and 3.57 inches is the official total so far at the Youngstown Warren Airport in Vienna since May the 1st. All right, let's take a look at Storm Tracker 21 this evening. We have had a lull in the action for a lot of us for much of the afternoon, but we've had these hit or miss showers around still since about mid-afternoon. The steadiest of the rain's been parked out to the west. The Indians game got rained out. This steady rain has just been sitting here. In fact, let's do a loop of, say, the last 6 hours, and I'll make this a fast loop so it doesn't take forever. But you can see that it's just been kind of hanging out, but finally, as low pressure is starting to make some eastward progress, this band of steadier rain is going to start really pivoting and making some eastward progress over the next couple hours. It's going to rain lightly for a fair amount of the night tonight. You'll see that on our high-res futurecast starting at 9 this evening. That band is moving overhead, and what you see is what you get. It's just going to be kind of a rainy night, light rain through the night. It'll become a little more intermittent as we head towards 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning, but still as you head off to work tomorrow morning, yeah, there's going to be a couple of showers around. That threat for a shower will really start to diminish, I think, by midday. I think this is a little overdone on the model. As we get into the the afternoon, it'll stay pretty cloudy. You might not see much sun until the very last minute during the course of your Friday. 2-day, hour-by-hour rain chances here for Friday and Saturday. Again, highest odds of those showers tomorrow morning. Now, Saturday, and I'm going to show you the modeling here in just a second. Saturday, once again, it's the morning hours that have the higher risk of seeing some wet weather as opposed to the afternoon and the evening. So that's how it kind of breaks down hour by hour. Don't forget, you can always get these hour-by-hour forecasts on the Storm Tracker 21 app. Human forecasts in that app. Very little, if any, model data. It's time-consuming putting in those forecasts, believe me, but it's worth it, I think, to give people a real forecast from real human beings, real local forecasters, instead of computer model data or forecasts originating hundreds and hundreds of miles away. All right, I'll get off my app soapbox. Tomorrow, again, the clouds hang tough until maybe the last minute, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. We might see some late-day sunshine tomorrow. It's going to be a cool day, though. I think we'll stay in the mid-60s tomorrow afternoon. Showers push in Saturday morning with a disturbance pushing through. Now, the good news for Saturday is we're going to get these out of the way, I think, pretty early. Now, some of the modeling Saturday afternoon, not this particular model, but some of the modeling, is trying to spin up a couple of residual showers and storms in the afternoon closer to I-70, and I can't totally rule out there being a couple of skinny bands of activity that might try to sneak up to maybe Route 30 on Saturday. Again, not shown on this model, but it's a possibility. But for most of us, we'll be dry Saturday afternoon and evening. Sunday's going to be our wet day of the weekend. Maybe not first thing in the morning. In fact, probably not first thing in the morning. But by afternoon and evening, I think we'll get some showers and some storms in here. And so if you have outdoor plans on Sunday, the earlier, the better. That is for sure. So here's what we've done with the Memorial Day holiday weekend forecast. 3-day weekend for many, and Sunday is the lousiest day. Monday's probably the best day. I've taken the chances of any shower and thunderstorm activity down to 20%. I can't rule it out on Monday. It's it's one of those things that I can't totally discount it, but I think the vast majority of Monday will be just fine. I threw together some statistics here, Memorial Days. Going back to 1971, 1971 is when federally they made Memorial Day the last Monday of May. Before then, it was always on May 30th, and it was called Decoration Day for a long time. But Memorial Day, as we know it, has been since 1971. So I stopped my search of the record books that year. And the hottest one was not that long ago, 5 years ago. We had a 90 on Memorial Day in 2012. The coldest daytime high, I remember this one. This is the year I graduated high school, if I can age myself. That was a very cool weekend for my graduation party, and getting close to graduation, we only had a high of 55 on Memorial Day back in 1996. And the rainiest Memorial Day, 1984, on the 28th of the month, about an inch worth of rain. Notice the last few years have been warm. Not 90 like in 2012, but we've been well up into the 80s over the last 3 Memorial Days. We will not be that warm this year. All right, let's look briefly beyond the holiday weekend. On Mondays and Thursdays, we get fresh data from the European Center for Climate Forecasts, and we'll break this down week by week. And if you're longing for hot and humid weather, this isn't your forecast. Now, if you're like me and don't love it hot and humid, I don't own a pool, unfortunately. If I did, I wouldn't be real happy about this. But since I don't own a pool, I'm not opposed to this. We're talking pretty cool weather by June standards through at least the first 10 days of the month. As we get out into mid-June, the latest modeling here is not showing much warmth. In fact, it's probably still, on average, a little bit on the cool side. And again, cool by June standards. We're not talking cold or anything, but compared to where we should be in early to mid-June, which is in the 70s, we might struggle to get there for a lot of these days during the first half of June. Once you start getting into the second half of June, of course, our confidence in any model ideas decreases. But right now, European modeling is not showing a very warm-looking pattern. And as far as precipitation goes, this is the next month. Same set of modeling showing kind of a wet look, at least somewhat wet, across our part of the country. A pretty dry signal, it looks like, in the northern plains, Pacific Northwest, northern Rockies, but fairly wet from Texas right up through the Ohio Valley and into parts of the Northeast as well. Again, when you look at this stuff, it doesn't mean it's going to rain every day. There'll be dry periods, but over the next month, we might end up a little above average in the rainfall department, taking us through that last stretch of June. So we'll do another update like this next week. In fact, we're going to do a summer forecast next week covering June, July, and August. We'll do that on the air probably Tuesday or Wednesday evening, and we'll do a longer version on this this geeky weather video right here. Hope you have a great Memorial Day holiday weekend. I'll see you back here on Tuesday. Thanks, as always, for watching Weather for Weather Geeks, and I'll see you tonight on 21 News at 11. Have a great night.